So you're curious about capsule hotels and you're considering staying in one, but you're not entirely sure.
In this video, we're going to share what it's like to stay at a capsule hotel, some pros and cons, and also some tips if you are planning to stay at a capsule hotel. This is Mel,
And I'm Abby,
and we're Curious Couple Travels, and we're here to help you discover a place to go.
and share with you the travel tips and tricks that we've learned along the way.
Let's talk about capsule hotels. First off, what is a capsule hotel?
A capsule hotel is like a smaller version of an actual hotel.
Yes. So if you're not familiar with a capsule hotel, I think the best way to describe it is it's a stack of coffins where you would sleep all the night.
Stack of coffins.
It does feels like that. It's just like it's a very small enclosed space. So instead of getting a room, you would get
A capsule.
a capsule.
Yeah, a capsule or a
which
pod.
is or a pod, yeah, which is essentially a coffin but bigger.
A little bigger.
So for our experience, we went to 9 hours in Kyoto, and that's the experience that we want to share with you.
I was a little nervous at first because I don't like really confined, tight, small spaces.
It's so close to my face. It's okay. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Ice cream, mochi, sushi.
If you're not severely claustrophobic, then it should be fine with you.
Yeah, you can sit down. I did try to sit down on mine, and I was able to comfortably sit down. So I think that's okay. 9 hours has this futuristic theme where everything's white, and they have like really cool futuristic sign, which was really nice.
Have you ever seen the movie The Island?
The island, yeah.
Because that's how it
like
that's how it felt like for me.
Attention residents, welcome to the lottery spin. Jordan to Delta, you're moving out to the
So
island.
you're wearing the same clothes with everyone. You're in a confined
So you're given
space.
a long sleeve shirt and jogging pants. So it's essentially that. So it is. You know what? It looks like a futuristic jail. That's because like everybody looks the same essentially because they wear the same thing.
Yes.
You use the same stuff because you're given like the same stuff.
But the reason why they give you loungewear, because these capsule hotels are originally designed for people who are too tired to go home. So you would just opt to stay in a capsule hotel for the night, to spend the night there. That's why when you go there, they will give you loungewear because they are not expecting you to actually bring tons of luggage just like we did. Alright, so what are the good things that you can say about staying in a
Let's
capsule
talk about
hotel?
some pros and cons. So good things.
Good thing. So for me, it's good that it's really clean and that it's really quiet.
Like it's super quiet. You can hear every bit of movement. Like if somebody goes out of the pod, you can hear it.
Yeah.
If somebody's walking down the hall
You can
wearing silent slippers, you can hear it. Somebody farted in our pod, and I was able to hear it. It was just that quiet. Another benefit is that capsule hotels are generally cheaper than regular hotels, and that's the main point of why you would want to stay at a capsule hotel, because it's cheaper. One thing that we did notice though is that some capsule hotels are actually more expensive than regular hotels.
Right,
So
just
make
like
sure you shop
just
around.
like what happened with us. So we booked through an online site. So we were given like how much we have to pay for, and then when we got there, we did not know that the tax is not added yet.
Yeah, that's also something that you need to look out for, especially if you're staying in Kyoto. So in Kyoto, starting October 2018, they will be charging minimum of 200 yen per person per day.
So another thing that we noticed is that they have really nice facilities.
Oh,
Well,
yeah?
at least the ones that we stayed in, since they had a futuristic theme, the locker rooms were really nice. So they have the card that
QR
they give
code.
you. Yeah, so
You
you can
open your locker using QR code.
using the QR code, and then the shampoo, the conditioner, they have everything there. That's one of the nice things that we noticed about the capsule hotel that we stayed.
One last thing that I want to mention about 9 Hours Kyoto is that the internet was blazing fast. like that's the fastest internet that I've seen in a hotel.
Really?
So yeah, this is super fast, and it's the upload speeds. It's a YouTuber's like dream. Upload speeds
YouTuber's
is 300.
paradise.
Yeah, 300 megabytes. Like that's insane for us. Okay, let's talk about the cons.
So capsule hotels are generally gender segregated.
Yes.
Okay, so for us traveling couples, so it's a little difficult, especially if you have your things packed together. You have to prepare beforehand. He has to prepare his own clothes. I have to prepare my own because I can go to his floor and he can go to my floor. So the only way that we can coordinate is if we go to the common area. So that's a little inconvenient. I
Yeah,
would
it is
say.
inconvenient. You have to go to the locker. You have to get your stuff from the locker. Go to the lounge area. If you forget something, you have to go back. So it's a little bit inconvenient, especially for like what you mentioned for couples. Your stuff, both of your stuff are inside
One luggage.
It's not like what if you're like friends and you have two separate bags, that's fine. But if you like have one bag for both of your stuff, it is not fun. Okay, so for the next set of cons, these are actually like cons if you compare a like capsule hotel from a regular hotel. But if you are accustomed to staying in a hostel, I think it's pretty much the same case.
Yeah.
Things like leaving your stuff at a locker area. Of course, if you're staying in a regular room, you don't have to worry about that. But if you're staying at a capsule hotel or a hostel, that's something that you need to consider. Or are there things like you're sleeping with other people, so you have to consider like other people instead of like being contained in your own room space. Another con would be there might not be enough outlets. Especially for us, we have like a lot of devices that we need to charge. Then that can be an issue. In our case, we only had one plug, and also because we were sharing the same charger, we have like a 5-pack charger, so we can charge like all of our devices at the same time. But in this case, since we were separated by a different floor, we can't just like charge our same devices.
And also we want to mention that check-in times can be different.
Oh yeah, check-in times.
Check-in times can be different. Like for us, our check-in time is at 12 noon and you have to check out at 10 a.m. But we saw that for some capsule hotels, their check-in time starts at 6 p.m.
So some start at 4. Like a lot of hotels and capsules have check-in times at 4 o'clock, and then there are a few that starts at 6.
At 6. So you have to
Which
check.
is crazy. Like check-in at 6.
Because it's meant for people who came out of work.
True.
So that's why. But you have to check in on that, especially if you're traveling and you have lots of things with you. So you need to know what their check-in times are. And also one inconvenience or con that we want to mention is that you, at least for 9 hours Kyoto, you have to check out and check in every day.
Oh yeah, that's just really weird. Like check in and check out every day.
We don't know why exactly, but for us, we are staying there for 2 nights, and the receptionist told us that we have to check out and then check in again. In the guidelines that you have to take your things out of the locker and out of the capsules during the checkout time. So that's between 10 a.m. to 12 noon. But
you have to?
I saw.
I left mine.
Yeah, but I saw in the guidelines, but because she saw that we had a lot of things with us, she allowed us.
Yeah.
She allowed us
She
to
did
leave
mention that yesterday.
our things in
So we
the
can use
locker.
the same locker.
Yeah, because they have to change the QR code every day.
Question here is that would you stay at a capsule hotel again?
I would probably stay in a capsule hotel again under 2 conditions. First is that if they will allow us to be together, like
Well, there are capsule hotels that allow couples, but there are a few. We only found one in Tokyo.
in Tokyo, yeah. So that's one. And then second thing is that maybe if we had fewer things with us.
Fewer things.
Fewer things with us, because that's a big consideration. So if we're like backpacking,
Well, like what we should be, not packing for 1 year.
so I would still probably consider a capsule hotel.
So that's it for this video. We are going to add in a blog post to add more information there. Additional tips and tricks that we can share with you if you are staying at a capsule hotel. Where we stayed, if in case you want to consider that, because the location is Really nice because we're just walking distance to Nishiki Market. If you are new to this channel, please make sure you like, comment, share, and
Right.
subscribe. And we'll see you in the next adventure. Bye guys.